fourth grade, we are here today to paint our animals with one analogous color scheme. Today we are focusing on just painting the animal itself, not the background. You're going to need your watercolors, your water, and you may want to get out your color wheel. Remembering that analogous colors are the three colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. For this project to work, we are going to be blending them together. So if I picked yellow, green, and blue as my color scheme, the yellow and the green may be mixing to make that lime green. The green and the blue may be mixing to make that teal. It is important that you follow the order of the color wheel or they will get really muddy and mixed up if you do not. So when you start with whatever color you're thinking of first. If I stick to that yellow, green, and blue combination, starting either with the yellow or with the blue, since they are on opposite sides of my color scheme. Just because it's yellow and it's the lightest, I'm going to start there. It is completely up to me where I put my yellow, green, and blue. But if I'm trying to stick with it being a little bit more realistic, since this is the lighter of the colors, putting that along the top where I think the sun would be hitting the giraffe might make sense. So along the giraffe, I'm going to apply a layer of yellow with my water. First, applying that color everywhere where I want that color to be. If I need something like the top of the ears to stay yellow as well, I can put that color in there as well. And remember, when you come down to your spots, you can paint right over top of them if you colored it with an oil pastel or a crayon. So that is the benefit of using those materials. I need to make room for my other colors. So after I'm done putting the yellow where I want it to be, I'm gonna do the hula and go to the next color that's on the color wheel and put the green. When I'm doing the green, I'm gonna leave a little bit of imaginary space between the yellow and the green for now. Once the green is all placed where I want it to be, that's when I can go back and with plain water, I can start to mix the two colors together. And you'll see the yellow and the green are swirling up and mixing a little bit to make that limeish green color for my animal. So I'm going right over top of those pastel resisted spots to create that beautiful lime green. It's very subtle. It's a slow change from one color to the next. After I mix that, it's time to go to my third color in my color scheme, which would be my blue. Again, I'm gonna pet the color a lot, get a lot of it up on my brush, lay that color down, leaving a little bit of white space between the green and the blue. Painting right over top of my spots. Then I can go back and either get more green or use the plain water to help blend the two together, going back and forth with my brush to start making that bluish green. So you can see how I've actually made 5 different colors. I go from yellow to lime green to greenish blue to blue. Now, if you have a different section, you might want to do something different. Maybe instead here of making it blend, I want to make a pattern and make each one of these stripes where I put the lines for the hair could be a different color in my color scheme. As long as whatever colors I am doing and using are part of that original color scheme, I am following directions. So you can see how I've done a green and blue pattern all along here, trying to make sure that I have no white spaces, if I can, inside the actual body of my giraffe. Just going back in and touching up those little tiny white spaces with whatever colors on my brush or cleaning it off and going back and getting more of that blue where I want it to be. Already, that is looking like a Lisa Frank inspired animal. Remember, we will do the backgrounds next time.